effective for ganking. If she ganks at a different time, then that'll be an issue. We saw that one of them disconnected, Black Lancer disconnected, and disconnected again. So he's having some issues right now. Hopefully that gets resolved pretty soon. But top lane with those Sejuani ganks, she's gonna do pretty well against Marvin.
I definitely think Riven has the advantage at top.
Yeah. If I was going against, the blue team, and knowing them as I do, I would focus myself on both their Nunu and their Jax. I feel like those are, not to belittle them, but those are their two weakest players just in general. And that's where I would focus my attention on. Whereas on the other side, I would probably say One Who Poops is the weak link on purple team, and I would try and focus on him, along with perhaps trying to shut down Tespa Excellent, because he's the one who tends to really snowball a lot of time. Or you could always shut down Black Lancer, because it's just fun killing Darren.
Nice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm sure Darren appreciates that comment you made.
Oh yeah, for sure. I hope he watches this and hears that. I barely know the guy, so it's even more fun that way.
But yeah, knowing these players personally, Tespa Excellent is an extremely strong top laner, along with Marvin.
Except for when he solo queues in my games and throws. I'm not bitter about that at all.
But at high elo, everyone just trolls.
True. I did troll playing support Ashe from 1970 down to 1800. It was fun though. It was fun.
Have you seen Bruiser Sona? It's so strong.
It is. It's a very strong.
Like every second you have something hitting you, like a spell, and then you can't kill her, and she heals.
Yeah. Solo top zone was actually pretty darn strong.
Yeah. At least you think why Sona's not in the kitchen at this point, Why is she out here? Why is she
in this lane?
Yeah, why is she on Summer's Rift?
Alright, so we just see a no smite going down on blue. Blue's actually going to regenerate a little bit of HP there, if you saw that. That's kind of unfortunate for Sejuani, but she's still going to be able to get that. Oh, it resets. That's terrible for her for going for a no smite. One Who Poops, they just drew out that blue buff a little bit too far, and that's going to put her behind that Maokai. So you're probably going to see Maokai getting his gank on before Sejuani just because of that little mistake of resetting.
And also at the same time, bottom will be a little bit behind because Taric had to spend extra time in order to help take down the blue buff.
Well, with a Sivir and a Nunu, you're not going to be able to pressure them really hard at level 1, so he was going to be able to farm just fine. As you can see, he's still got 5 CS to, 8, 9 CS, so it's really even in terms of their CS there, so... Alright, so what do you think about that mid matchup? AP Nidalee against Katarina.
I mean, it can really go both ways. It really depends if AP Nidalee can actually hit her spears.
Yeah.
And then Katarina, with her high mobility and her ability to blink towards a creep, allows her to be able to easily dodge the spear, which gives her a big advantage.
I think against Nidalee, I think this lane is going to be won by Katarina, just for the sheer fact that Katarina can do so much burst damage so quick, and Nidalee has no way to stop her ult.
Yeah.
That's going to be really devastating, especially teamed up with a gank from Maokai.
Yeah. But at the same time, the early level should be going to Nidalee because she has range, and Katarina is not.
Yeah.
That's one of the downfalls of...
Alright, so you see a gank up top at level 3 from Sejuani. They're going to go and take one little tower hit there, but not really going to get anything else other than just being like, hey, I'm up here, I'm top, don't get any ideas, Jax. And you see her, she's actually going to back right now. She went back to base. And let's see, bottom lane, what's going on right there in bottom lane? CS is, Sivir's winning by a decent amount, but that's also with the lane pushing, so that's a little bit skewed of a number. We'll see how Warren does once these minions hit the tower.
Yeah.
And Katarina, you see Katarina actually winning in CS right now over the Nidalee. It's actually ahead, but she's also losing in terms of her HP. She's used one pot already, as opposed to Nidalee not using a single pot yet, and she's at 2/3 HP. So although she may be getting CS, she's also losing a lot of life.
So we're looking at Maokai. He's most likely setting up for a gank at mid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he just hit level 4. He's actually looking to invade on that Sejuani. We're going to get a little bit of engagement going here. You're going to have Nidalee coming up and Katarina both coming up top. And Theomancer is actually going to win that one, and Black Lancer gets way out of position. This is going to be bad for him. This is going to be first blood almost, but no, not quite. Sejuani does a really good job there.
That spear
hurt. So Katarina's going to be hurting now. There's an engagement on bottom. Donald goes in. He's going to end up getting killed right now by Ezreal, but
at the same time,
pick up that kill. And Sivir is going to die though, so that was a really good engagement. Donald got a little bit out of position. He got attacked by too many minions. If you looked at the minions down here, there's a huge minion wave that Donald went up into, and so that was the difference in that team fight. Those minions right there, they probably took about 150, 200 damage each right there, and that was
maybe
just
even more.
And that was the majority of the damage.
It's especially important at bot lane because they don't run the masteries that prevents minion damage.
Exactly. So that's going to be kind of difficult for them, and that's just knowing as a support, you should know when there's a minion wave coming, and you should know when to engage based on that. You see, top Tesla Excellence is trading with the Jax right now, and goes ahead and wins that trade. I wish he had gone in with that shield first, mitigating a little bit more damage, but still won that trade, so not too much to complain about. You see a ward going down by Jax right there. That's a really good ward. It's going to be able to see anyone cycling around through here and anyone coming up through here. But as like most top lanes, there's going to be no wards up here, so that's going to leave that open for a gank. But Sejuani's nowhere near. Bottom lane, we're seeing a ward put up right there. That's a decent ward, but it could be problematic if Nidalee comes in through here. They won't be able to see him.
Doesn't offer full vision of the bush.
Right. And that's an issue with no ward from Katarina up here. It's going to leave Nidalee to come gank around, but Nidalee not being that mobile of a champion in terms of AP Nidalee, not really being a strong ganker. We'll see what happens.
But at the same time, unless you specifically saw that purple team did place a ward in that position, you can usually assume that there would be one in the bush. So that would deter them from ganking in that direction anyways.
Well, usually you want to try it at least once, just to see if they actually do put wards in those bushes. I know, like, as a jungler, some junglers do that and kind of catch me cheating with that ward. Donald just put out. So you see initiation going out on Donald. He's going to take a lot of harass right there, and it's going to be about an even exchange, but overall, purple team's going to win this just because they have that little bit of sustain. Let's go ahead and look at Tarek's build because he's actually maxing Shatter. I feel like that might actually be a mistake. I feel like if he actually maxed heal in this lane, that would allow them to kind of be a little bit more aggressive and poking. And you see
Black Lancer's coming for a gank.
And there's a flash going out there. Oh wow, that spear really hurt. But nothing's gonna end up.
But at the same time, a counter gank is coming from both Katarina and Maokai.
Yeah, they're gonna come down there and
it says
real Kiwi
right
Kid,
now,
real Kiwi Kid just chunked that Ezreal right there. You see a gank going down right now. Katarina's coming in. She's gonna be able to catch this. Almost. And actually, that ulti from Ezreal almost catching that Sivir. With just a little bit of damage left on it, less than 100 HP at that point.
I actually think Ezreal's flash right there was unnecessary because he was not in danger of getting caught. I think it was a more recall.
Yeah. Alright, so you got Riven now just up top by herself. Jax had to go back. She's going to push lane. Let's go ahead and look at the CS situation. We got bottom lane. We got Sivir versus Ezreal 55-48. That's pretty even. But you got Ezreal down 6 minion kills but up 1 assist. So more or less even in the farm. So we're going to look at that real quick. 2,600 versus 2,400. So Ezreal winning just slightly there. Supports are supports, so we don't have to go over their items or minion kills. We got Maokai versus Sejuani. Maokai is farming quite a bit faster. He's actually at level 7, whereas Sejuani is level 5. Sejuani doesn't even have her ulti yet, and Theomancer is level 7. So that's just seeing the power of, the one weakness of Sejuani is that she's not a very fast player. If she's a fast player, she'll probably be a much stronger jungle pick. And you see a slow going off on the one who poops, and he's going to get initiated on here, and he's just going to go down. You're going to see a Theomancer try and kill steal, and actually Donald kills steals. I'm going to have to give him props because that's the same thing I would do to Kiwi Kid.
But from a correct play
That was a misplay.
That was a misplay.
That was a misplay, but it's something that I would do myself.
And typically for all you guys who don't know why the support should never be getting kills is because the more deaths you have, the less gold you get, and when you do get a kill, it resets your gold.
Exactly, and a lot of the time you're not going to be tanking a lot. If Ailman's actually going very low on this Baron right here, that True Shot Barrage is going to do a lot. And that's going to be a caught-out Black Lancer, and she's going to have to use her Flash, and Sejuani going out there and just catching a Katarina and no one else. Actually an unnecessary ulti by Sejuani right there, after she just barely got 6. So that's unfortunate. Her first ulti, now that she's gotten it, was actually wasted.
But at the same time, because Jax had to leave in order for his dragon, Riven was able to push the lane, deny an entire wave of experience towards Jax, and go up 19, or I think it's 19 CS from the last round.
Yeah,
but now it's about 16.
And Pangboy's going to get caught out right there. Good flash.
You guys need the microphone closer to you? It's very, very dim.
Okay. How's that?
Is that good?
I can also turn up the microphone. Ooh. Oh, you see?
We're
All right, so you saw an initiation right there. You know, Donald just got caught out of position. That's one thing that's kind of unfortunate. Donald just is not positioning himself correctly in these lanes. He needs to let Sivir just be up in front. They really don't want to hard engage there because ultimately the Taric and the
Ezreal is a stronger 2v2.
It's more damage.
Yeah, exactly.
How's that now?
Better.
All right.
And plus, Ezreal is a pulse fire Ezreal, which means he does 10% more damage.
Exactly, and his skills have a larger hitbox.
He can also fly.
Yeah, that's OP. And you see just a little bit of harass going on there
by
from
Pangboy on Black Lancer.
And you see an Ezreal ulti just going off into the bottom of the forest there, probably just clearing that one wave because they just want to back right now, and they want to go buy. So, despite the CS advantage of Kiwi Kid, they're still actually winning in
overall.
But they're also going to miss 2-3 waves right here. Although Ezreal stays, this might actually end up being dangerous for Ezreal. You see Maokai in the enemy's jungle right now, and oh no, he's not going to do anything. He's actually going to go ahead and probably meet the Sejuani right there. And hello, Sejuani says Maokai.
And then Donald's coming here for
the slow, and Sejuani's just going to have to do her pig hop.
Pangboy's about to get sandwiched by both Riven and
Oh,
he
just
got spiked.
That was a ton of damage right there by Riven. Really good job. Ultimate coming out there from Sejuani. Great ultimate, picking off the Donald, and really good play by the Brooklyn team. I'm actually really surprised. They're working together really well. They're doing what they need to be doing, though. Which
exactly,
is
with their composition.
Yeah, they need to be, forcing these early fights when
early,
yeah, because if it gets to late game, that Jax, that Sivir is going to be a huge problem for them because they're just going to be able to run in on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so you see a blue. It's probably going to end up going to Ooh, I don't know who's going to take it here. Probably the Nidalee. Never mind, it was the Nidalee. It was wrong team, and Sejuani already had that. You see Theomancer being like, you took my blue, and he's like, I'm a tree, why did you take my blue? And so yeah, that's that. You see him running back towards mid. He's got his, boots of mobility. Let's go ahead and look at builds really quick. Really nothing out of the ordinary here. You see a spear going off though and catching that Maokai. Great spear by a Black Lancer right there. Living up to his name. Lanced him right in the face.
And yeah.
You see, in terms of CS, it's mostly even. You got Riven about 13 ahead, but 3 kills ahead. So that farm situation, that Riven is about 1k ahead of the Jax. In mid, you got more or less even farm between the two of them, which is actually pretty surprising. And then you got their junglers, which Theomancer is actually right about 100 gold ahead of the Sejuani.
That was smart.
What happened?
Oh. Black Lancer was about to walk into a bush where Katarina was, but instead of walking headfirst and face checking, he set a trap.
Very good.
And that saved him. Because once he walks in there and then Katarina uses her full combo, Black Lancer would die, Nidalee would die.
Yep, you see initiation right there from Katarina.